Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of The Business Lawyer Said. My name is Niquosha, and this is episode 16, where I'll be answering a question as it relates to trademarks and whether or not you can trademark or not. So I got my handy dandy written notes this time because my handy dandy notebook died. So again, if this is your first time watching The Business Lawyer Said, this is a series where I answer your business law questions that you submit to me. I log them and I answer them here. So if you have a question that you want me to answer in a future episode, just go ahead and send me a DM, leave me a comment, send me an email. The email address is info@andersonlawfl.com. Again, that email address is info at andersonlawfl.com. If you don't know me, my name is Niquosha. I'm the owner, founder, managing partner of Anderson Law Firm PLC, where we protect your business solutions with contracts, copyrights, and trademarks, and all of the above. We're with you from formation and beyond. But let's get into this week's question. So again, I've been kind of logging a whole bunch of the questions as it relates to trademarks, and I think I'm just going to do a series about them. And so this is probably part one of that sub-series of The Business Lawyer Said. So the question was, if someone has a similar name to mine, can I still trademark it? So I've done an episode about trademarks, and I'll try my best to make this as quick as possible with explaining what a trademark is. So a trademark is a protection tool. It's a federal protection tool that protects your name, your slogan, a signature sound, a signature trade dress color. It can protect a whole bunch of things as it relates to your business assets. People seek out trademark protection because they would like to enforce the rights that come with creating something and protecting it, such as the inability of someone else to have a name similar to yours, the inability of someone to use something that you created. That is the whole purpose of seeking out trademark protection. And the benefit of having a trademark is where it does not go away. Unlike copyrights do give you protection, yes, but they only give you a limited timeline with the protection. And eventually what you copyrighted will go into something called the public domain. That is to ensure that the ideas that can stem from something you create is not solely monopolized by you. The whole purpose is to stimulate the economy and stimulate the idea transfer from other works. Okay, so there's that. So as it relates to the question of can you trademark a name if someone has something similar? Of course, you don't want to hear this, but the answer is it depends. The first thing you may want to do is consult with an IP attorney and get a little bit more comprehensive response. I can't give you a super detailed response because, of course, it depends. I don't know the name of your business. I don't know the name of the other business. I don't know if the other business is actually trademarked or what categories of protection that other business actually has. For example, let's say you want to name your business Pencil. Well, that is kind of generic, but it's arbitrary, meaning more distinctive, if the name of your business is Pencil and you offer software. Get it? So, for instance, let's take Apple. Apple, as we know, is a computer conglomerate worldwide, but they don't make apples. They make technology things and technology software solutions. So to the USPTO, that is a very distinctive way to associate with your technology solutions, your software company. Naming it Apple, for instance, if you name your software company Pencil, that is very distinctive because you're not selling pencils. It has nothing to do with pencils. You may use a pencil to write the software, but that's not it. So here are some questions that you should consider when you are pondering whether or not you can trademark it. Number one, research that company and see if they actually hold a trademark. Question number two, what categories of protection do they actually hold? Number three, questions to ask yourself is it similar to what I want to do? Just because someone may be using a name doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually using it in the way that you intend to do so. So just do a little bit of research. I highly recommend that you hire an intellectual property attorney. If you don't want to hire me, that's okay. I understand. Everybody has that preference. But hire one just the same, because we have access to some search tools that are a little bit comprehensive than Google alone. So with that being in mind, let's recap the questions. Number 1, do this person actually hold a trademark? What trademark protections did they actually apply for? How are they using the trademark in the space? And lastly, is it very similar to what I want to do? If the answer to those questions, answering those questions may help you and guide you a little bit better on whether or not you actually want to move forward with the trademark process. Now, if you are a little confused and you do hold some trademarks, you're kind of familiar with the process, but you haven't reviewed your stuff in a while, please reach out to me, as I do have an IP audit service where I will come in and review your IP portfolio for you, and we will sit down and evaluate what is critical and what is not critical, as well as give you some strategies on IP portfolio management. So please reach out to me. You can reply back with audit, and I will know exactly what you're referring about, and we can get you started as quickly as possible. So if you have questions about that IP audit, just reach out to me. Happy to help. Now, with that being said, folks, this will conclude this week's edition of the Business Lawyer Said. If you have a question that you want me to answer, feel free to, again, reach out via email in my DM. You can send me a comment. Either way, I will get it, log it for a future episode. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good week.